Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. My name is Boom Gonzalez.
And we give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Jet Manuel. And in tonight's game plan, we'll give you the latest on the ongoing 2023 FIBA World Cup qualifiers draw, and we'll also break down the possible matchups of Gilas Pilipinas in the upcoming tournament. And the first ever Filipino Olympic gold medalist, the one and only Heidelin Diaz, joins us tonight to talk about her inspiring journey to the top of the world. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game.
It's a monumental day for basketball all over the world as the road to the World Cup has officially begun. 2023 is a new era for the FWC as it will be the first time the tournament will be played in multiple countries. Now, participating teams across 4 regions had all eyes on the draw taking place at the Patrick Baumann House of Basketball in Lisieux, Switzerland. As one of the 3 hosts in 2023, the Philippines already has a spot among the Asian qualifiers and will now look ahead to preparing for their grouping in the following months. Chairman of the local organizing committee, Manny V. Pangilinan, delivered a speech during the program and shared the importance of hosting the World Cup for the Philippines.
To the global basketball community, I am Manny Pangilinan, head of the local organizing committee of the Philippines. Today, the road to the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup begins with this draw. With it, we carry the grand responsibility of harnessing and broadcasting the unifying power and spirit of sport. From the Philippines, the world can expect what our players typically bring to the basketball court. Everything. We offer our warmth and hospitality, our care and attention, our energy and passion. 724 days from today, we will host the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup in Manila, Jakarta, and Okinawa, the fulfillment of our grandest dreams. This means a lot of work in the following weeks, months, and years. But our people will tell you, we cannot wait. Let's win for all.
And as a beacon of inspiration for our national athletes, Olympic gold medalist Heidelin Diaz also shared how the World Cup slogan of Win for All resonates with her journey.
Win for All has a strong meaning and resonance with me. Being the first gold medalist in the Philippines, it fills me with national pride. This win not just for me, but for the country as well. The road to a gold medal was initially a personal goal for me as an athlete. But as I continue to participate and win in multiple competitions, I discovered the love and support of my Filipino fans. This pushed me harder to strive for greater heights to the gold medal. Truly, this win is not just for me, but for all the Filipinos. Admittedly, a bit cheesy, but it is what is given the nature of the question.
And joining us now to discuss this historic moment for the Philippine basketball, senior analyst Charles Tew. Charles, good evening.
Hi, good evening, Jet. Good evening.
Yun. Ano, Charles, mukhang galing, basketball na basketball lang ang team ni Charles.
In transit.
Oh, in transit pa siya. Okay, so Charles, we just saw this FIBA draw happen for us. We saw MVP and Heidelin talk about this, but not only as an analyst but as a coach and dressed like it yourself. How big is this moment for Philippine basketball? Which marks the beginning. This is like day one for us to the World Cup in 2023.
I think it's such a great feat. We're so lucky to be given this opportunity to host the World Cup. And the good thing is we've already had some experience hosting a lot of international tournaments. And I think we've done a pretty good job in a lot of the FIBA tournaments. So it's going to be a big event. I'm hoping the World Cup, we get drawn with a lot of the top countries and we get to see their top stars firsthand. And I hope we're going to be able to put on a really good show.
Yeah, definitely. We're all excited for this. We're gonna be hosting. But just to be clear, this format, for those who are watching, we're one of the hosts along with Japan and Indonesia. So, parang for us, this is where we have a step up now. We're gonna qualify already in this first round. But for the qualifiers and these upcoming games, how important is this for the Gilas team in preparation?
I think it's very, very important because, again, with this new program and this direction that Coach Staff is taking, he has basically a new team and they need to play as many games as they can. Obviously, they probably want to play more games, but due to the pandemic, probably they limited. But, they haven't been showing in their very first tournament, and then they were able to go to Jordan to play. So, they will take these games seriously because there are some really good teams there. Again, we're close to Korea, close to New Zealand, too. Top teams in the region, so it's going to be a good test for us, a good chance to prepare for the World Cup because we have time to get there. So I'm really excited for
Yeah, definitely. But do you think these few games, boom? I'm thinking that Coach Tab, how will he approach this? Is he going to use this as preparation? Is he going to use this for maybe building chemistry with his teammates? With his team now, and especially because coming off the previous few games that we had in the window, I think for me he's gonna use this game to prepare, get his team involved with the system. Coach Tab is always that kind of guy na system heavy siya sa teams niya, and there's no star. And I think these few games, I think it's gonna be really, really important for the Gilas squad, as young as they are, to move in.
You're saying this again for our audience who might have not have missed the fact that as a host, we advance already we advance it around. Correct? That's what you were saying earlier. So that's why there are opening games that you are talking about and Coach Charles is talking about in terms of possible preparation, for lack of a better phrase, tune-up games going into the next round. That's what you're saying, right? We just want to clarify for the audience who might have missed that fact as we host this one together with Indonesia and Japan. Now, we already have a draw. Kakatapos lang, Jet. So we all know where we're going to be, what pool we're going to be in, and who we're going to go up against. Now, after the break, we will dive deeper into the possible matchups of Gilas Pilipinas following the 2023 FIBA World Cup qualifiers. So stay tuned. You're still watching The Game.
And welcome back to the game. The excitement for the 2023 FIBA World Cup qualifiers has just escalated after today's draw. The Philippines is bound to face Korea, New Zealand, and India, leading to the 2023 edition of the World Cup. And to help us scout the path Gilas Pilipinas is about to trek, we still have our basketball analyst, Coach Charles Tew. So Charles, good evening again, and hello, welcome back to the show. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can hear him better right now.
Okay,
yeah.
sorry for that.
No. We know you're in transit, Coach. And just for those who just joined us, not even 10 minutes ago, the draw just happened for the Asian qualifiers. And we are, as Jet mentioned, going up against Korea, New Zealand, India. Let's take it. I think Korea, we just, forever,
Memories, they're memories.
Yeah, forever attached to us. Coach, tell us your thoughts on this one.
I think it's always a great chance to play Korea with their style of play. Always a tough matchup for us. That rivalry, as we call it, the whole Philippines is watching. So it's nice to be grouped against them so we can see again. I'm sure they'll want to get us back, and we have a chance to beat them again. We all know that memorable SJ shot and then our convincing win a few days later. So it's a good matchup. You expect them to be better because they're also kind of like in the same phase as us. They're trying a new national team, so it should be a good game.
Well, definitely, Korea is one to watch out for. But the other two teams in our bracket, India and New Zealand, what can you say about these two teams aside from Korea?
Well, New Zealand's a really good team. I'd say they're also one of the favorites in the whole FIBA Asia every time. They have a lot of high-caliber players there who are playing overseas. So they're a solid team. I remember watching them live when they played us here in 2015 in the Philippines and gave us a handful. So they're a very good team. I think India we can beat. India always has size, but they're a more favorable matchup for us.
Who's the toughest among the three, Charles, in your opinion? The
I
tougher
would say
opponent.
New Zealand, without a doubt. I think they're the toughest. I'm assuming their players will play, especially their full court. They should be a much tougher opponent than any other team.
When you're talking about the Gilas squad naman coming up against these guys, what do you expect from them? I mean, who do you think will step up, or what parts of the game or of their game will we see shine naman ito against these three teams that we're going up against?
Sorry, what do we expect to see from the Gilas squad? Was that
Yes.
I think we're going to see a team that's played together much more. You see much better cohesion, much better familiarity with each other because they've already spent time. They'll know their roles more. Coach Tab will probably try to get a few more players in. I mean, it's always a tough situation. You never know who's going to be there because of the certain commitments of the other players. So that's one challenge that we're going to be facing. But that's core. I mean, I expect Matt Nieto to bounce back. I mean, we missed him a lot. He's going to be one vital player for us. And everybody else will just continue to get better.
Definitely.
Jet, if I may squeeze in here, what are the unknowns, Coach, especially from a coach standpoint? You look at, we know about Korea, they know us, we know them. But what are the unknowns going into this pool that you, as a coach, are trying to look out for? Right? Yeah.
Well, to me, there may be a lot of unknowns, but the coach staff perhaps not because. He's from New Zealand, man. So he's very familiar with all the players.
That is true.
I'm sure he wants to get back from that tough loss that they had when they played out here. So he knows them very well. Korea, we scouted them very well. India, maybe you're not as familiar, but now it's so easy to scout. So in terms of our opponents, I think we'll be able to really scout and prepare. I think the unknowns would be mostly our players. What shape will they be in again? Because they had a long break after their last stint in Jordan. And we're starting again this November. The unknown is how long we have to prepare, what type of setup, what type of camp. I mean, those are the little things I think that will be more of a challenge for Coach Tab. And let's face it, though, don't get me wrong. I think New Zealand's a better team than us right now at this point. But hopefully we can get to their level with the preparation. And I think Coach Tab has shown that he's just so good at getting his boys to compete. And every game that they're in, they'll always have a chance no matter how good the opponent is.
Yeah, Charles, but now, this 2021 right now, this is day one for us in preparation for 2023 for our Gilas squad. How important do you think are these 2 years? Is this a really good, long-term preparation for Coach Tab and the Gilas squad that we're sending?
So I think this is just so crucial. Again, the time that they'll have to train. It's gonna sound weird, but the time that they spent training in a camp for all these months together since last year, that's really the biggest blessing for this program, because it allows them to just buy in and completely be immersed into Coach Tab's system. Now, there's no excuse anymore for, I didn't have time to prepare, didn't have time to understand and adjust to Coach Tab's system. They had that. And then now with this time, they can just build on that. So again, if they're going to be in more of those training camp bubbles, that's going to be great. I do know that Coach Tab really wants to compete internationally in pocket tournaments and train abroad and have the experience to play against tougher competition, perhaps against Europe. I don't know if they'll be able to do that because of the current situation of the world right now, but the fact that we get to play these top teams in the FIBA Asian Tournament is really a great experience too for our boys, or our men rather. Because again, I think right now we're not just content to be in the World Cup. We want to hopefully do some damage, maybe make a run in this World Cup, and hopefully try to place really well.
Yeah, that is the bigger picture. And Coach Charles, thank you very much. I'm sure this is not the last time we're going to be chatting with you about this.
I hope so. I'm sorry about my technical challenges.
It's okay.
I'm glad you
No, we survived it. And whatever you hear from Coach Tab, please relate to us soon in the future. Thank you very much, Coach Charles Chiu. All right, more stories when we return. You're watching The Game. Keep it right here.
Welcome back to The Game. Last time on the show, we talked about the dark horse teams to watch out for in the resumption of the 2021 Philippine Cup. PBA Rush analyst Diego Dario shared that with the emergence of Yusef Taha and Mike Di Gregorio, among other players, of course, Alaska truly is a force to reckon with as the PBA resumes. Now, speaking of the aces, veteran Jeron Teng and promising rookie Barkley Ebonia talk about their bubble return experience in the latest edition of Inside the Game.
Alright, welcome to Inside the Game. We have Jeron Teng and Barkley Ebonia from the Alaska Aces. Kumusta guys?
Top Jego, musta? We're doing good naman.
Okay lang naman. Kayo, kamusta dyan?
Okay naman. Relax lang. Hintayin na namin kayo mag-start ulit. Pero, so let's start with JT first. First of all, we all know that the PBA took a break for a while because of the quarantine classifications here in Manila. Jeron, how did you stay in shape before the semi-bubble ng PBA na to, and how did you take time to rest, or did you stay in shape, keep working out?
During the lockdown, we're just fortunate enough that we in Alaska have a Zoom training online. So we have yung medical team namin, yung doctor and yung mga trainers. So they did a pretty good job talaga, really making workouts for for the week. So I think we're prepared naman for this bubble.
Alright, that's good to know na still in shape pa rin yung Alaska. Kay Bark naman, ikaw, kamusta ka nung nag 1 to 2 week break yung PBA? Paano ka nagpa-kondisyon, Bark?
Actually, may ininda akong injury. So, tinake advantage ko yung 2 weeks na yon para gawin yung therapy ko and hopefully makabalik sa
Hintayin yung Ibonya.
resume ng
Yeah.
bubble.
Okay, Bark. So, get well soon. Sana makita ka namin sa resumption ng PBA. Pero Bark, kamusta yung experience na to na na-injure ka? Ano yung mga natutunan mo? Siyempre, kahit gusto mo maglaro, ano yung mga natutunan mo sa injury mo, sa process of rehab?
Siguro, alam mo yung maliliit na bagay na dapat mong gawin, like mga stretching. So, kahit na minsan tayo, parang tinitake for granted natin yung stretching. So ngayon natutunan ko na kailangan pala yun para hindi ka ma-prone sa injury. Tapos yung mga magpalakas ng katawan. So yun, na-realize ko yun during my injury. So hopeful ako na sana ito na yung magiging last ko na injury.
Ano yung mga activities na ginagawa nyo kapag tapos na yung practice? Kamusta yung food? Tsaka yung mga rooms nyo dyan, Bark?
Actually, parati kami magkasama ni JT. So, sabay kami parati kumakain. Then after, naglalaro kami 2K. Hanggang ngayon, di pa rin siya manalo sa akin. So,
Asa, bro.
so yun, puro 2K lang kami. Or minsan, Netflix lang.
Tsaka, I think, Jego, to add a difference nung sa last semi-bubble, dahil we have the hotel by ourselves lang. So, anytime you wanna use the gym or we wanna use the pool area, we're free to use it. So, laking bagay yun na, kunwari, we wanna do extra cardio on our free time. So, kami, workout.
Yes, that's true. Kasi last year sa bubble, may schedule sa gym, di ba? Tsaka sa court.
Oo, may naka-assign na time.
How about sa court? Same court pa rin yung pinagpa-practicean niya or you guys can train in your own courts or ano yung setup nun, Jeron?
Well, I'm not sure I think aside ng PBA yung mga courts sa amin, but kami this week we had days na we had two a day, 2 practices in a day. So, yan. I guess kasi mas marami ng courts. So far we've been practicing sa 3 different courts. So, I guess nagro-rotate yung PBA teams sa mga courts na yun. So, we have more time compared to last year. Na isang court lang.
For JT, you're already one of the leaders of this team. Pero personally, how would you gauge your performance this season? Individually first and then as a team?
Individually, I think I could have played better nung first few games. So, yun nga, I'm really looking forward for the resume of the games para, kasi nung bubble, I really worked on my conditioning para mas lalo makatulong sa team. And right now, our standing is 2-3, so our remaining games are crucial. So, we're really up for the challenge.
What are the things that are going well for Alaska this season? The things that you guys are doing right?
Ano ba yung ginagawa nila? Syempre, I think marami naman. But syempre yung Alaska, we're composed of we're basically a young team eh. We have a lot of rookies and we have a lot of second years. So yun yung continuously na we're trying to develop yung team chemistry. And I think what's nice about our team is that we're all really hungry to improve on our game, on our individual skills, and at the same time, we're willing to, play together. As in yung mantra nga namin sa Alaska is we not me. So, we all play together to win. So I think that's the best thing about our team.
Ano yung mga bago mong natutunan kay Coach Danny Ai, Barkley? Siyempre second year mo na working with him.
Actually, marami. Isa na yun, yung mga galaw niya, tinatry kong makuha, masunod yun. Siyempre, may mga kinakwento din siya, lalo na especially sa akin ngayon, di ba? Kasi babalik tayo sa injury ko. Sinasabi niya din kinakwento niya dati nung naglalaro pa siya, pag may iniinda siya, paano siya mag-respond during the game or during practices. So yun, pinapakinggan ko kasi tsaka sinasa puso ko kasi alam ko na ma-apply ko yun ngayon sa situation ko ngayon at sa future pa na panahon. So yun.
very grateful na may legend na nagtuturo sa'yo. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I know you guys are tired from training, that's for sure. JT, Barkley, thank you guys for joining us here in Inside the Game.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Diego.
Thank you for having us.
Ingat, ingat. Thank you, thank you.
And that was Diego Dario for Inside the Game. And before we go, Pinoy Hoop fans, get on your feet because guess what, Boom?
Go.
The PBA is
Oh,
back.
tomorrow, right?
Starting tomorrow,
Yes.
September 1. So watch out for that. And thank you guys for joining us. My name is Jet Manuel.
Exciting news. Thank you, Jet. I'm Boom Gonzalez, and this has been The Game.